Welcome to Forward Focused. Today we're talking about an episode we did last year, the year-end checklist, what to do at the end of your year to maximize your next year. So today's episode's a twist on that. We're going to have a callback to that, but additionally, I want to give you a couple things to consider because moving into 2023, there's some changes we need to make. There's some things we need to think about to maximize that year-end checklist. So let's dive in. Okay, so here's the first thing. Last year's episode was called your year-end checklist, right? So if you just search year-end checklist, there's going to be some throwbacks to that and some contents to think about. And what that episode was really about was a couple key things. Rank your year, right? Did you win your year? Rank it on a scale of 1 to 10. Did you hit the goals that you had set, right? Personally and professionally. Doing a review of your systems, your tools, your technologies, and the people within your organization, right? And one way to do that is something called 360 reviews, where not only are you reviewing your people, your systems, your tools, your technologies, but they're reviewing you too. Your ability as a leader, how your accountability meetings were, did your employees hit their goals, and did you help them hit their goals? There's that whole dialogue back and forth, right, about being a leader who also takes feedback in those reviews. And the episode talks about, in a lot of cultures or organizations, you review your employee. When does your employee review you, right? And so that's what that 360 review is about. And then we build on that, right? And we say, how can we improve for next year? Whether it's in my communication with my team, whether it's using a system or tool or technology we're already paying for, or maybe it's putting a new system, tool, or technology into place. So all of that rings true. Right? All of that is a staple in what you should be doing in your business and personal life to live your life by design and live your life on a level 10 out of 10, right? But there's some context around that. So the first is this. Maybe you didn't hit your goals in 2022. Maybe you're disappointed. You're looking up and saying, man, I really dropped the ball in several areas of my life. It's okay. You're human. You're not a robot. You're not perfect. None of us are. If we were, things would be kind of boring, to be honest. It's okay. Give yourself some grace and forgiveness and understand that it's not how you start. It's about how you finish. It's not about, what we did on a piece of flip chart paper and what we mapped out. It's about how you showed up day in and day out. And maybe it wasn't at the highest level, and that's okay. Awareness around that is the first step. So I just wanted to mention that give yourself some grace, forgive yourself, and have awareness around, okay, we need to do better, right? In this area or in this area, that's important. But additional to that, we're in a climate right now at the end of 2022 where we have inflation at a 40-year high. We have interest rates that continue to climb from our federal government, right? Because we need to slow that inflation. So for example, if you're in the housing or car industry and you're trying to sell your product, your interest rates on those products have gone from 0% for cars or 2.5% for homes to now more than 7% for those same homes or the loans for those homes, right? And your car loans are 2, 3, 4, 5% as well. So there's no doubt with rising interest rates trying to slow inflation that people are finding new challenges, new headaches to deliver or do the same amount of business they've done in years past, right? We're coming out of a run of 8, 9, 10 years of very low interest rates. So the cost of money, the cost to get capital to invest back in your business, the cost to acquire products, all of that is now going up, right? In addition to supply chain logistics and some other things that are happening around the world, there's a real threat to us hitting our goals, right? Outside of our own control. So here's some things that we can do in addition to that year-end checklist to make sure that we hit our goals and continue to move towards where we want to be, not away. Number one, we are moving more into a skill-based economy than ever before. A skill-based economy means Loctite financials, understanding what it costs to run your business, understanding what people, your clients, want to hear from you and how often they want to hear from you. thinking about hitting your clients in multiple different ways through marketing and social media, in addition to the face-to-face and phone conversations that we know traditional sales has always thrived with. We need to have a plan to grow our skills. So if you don't have a plan to grow your skills when you're looking at your year-end checklist, that may be an opportunity. Maybe it's hiring a coach for the first time. Maybe it's attending a certain conference on how to be better at creating and nurturing relationships. I don't know. I can't set that for you, but I'm telling you right now, skills are going to be how you win over the next 2 to 3 years, more so than being super charismatic, working a room really well and building relationships in that way. I think skills are going to be a huge compliment. Remember this. Number 2, in any market that we're in, success is sequential. It's not sudden. There's no shortcuts to success. I think showing up as a leader, I think creating solutions to clients' problems, whatever industry or organization you're in, everybody is thinking about the cost of goods. Everybody's thinking about the cost of gas. Everybody's thinking about the cost of homes and cars and what rates are doing. So what can you do within your organization to put the clients at ease, or at least own the fact and name the fact that this is in people's minds? How can we address that? So I think number 2 is, there is no shortcut to that success, and we need to be able to put that out in front of our clients. We need to say it. We need to make sure that our marketing plans and our team meetings and our leadership meetings with our staff, it's naming the fact that this is something that's all in the back of our minds, right? I think those leaders will win in 2023 and beyond. I think number 3, and this one's huge, right? Self-audit your ability to succeed through others. How much are you truly micromanaging versus empowering your people to achieve on a project or a product? Are you asking purposeful questions in your one-on-ones or in your team meetings around what you can do to help them succeed? I think we're moving into a climate where leaders must succeed through the people around them, not just take it all on their shoulders. And I struggle with that. I have a really high pedigree I look for in the product we put out to our different organizations. And being okay with the fact that if somebody can do it 80% as well as I can, I need to be okay with that and let that go and let that product get out so it's off my plate and we still achieve the ultimate result of, the project deadline being met and our clients being serviced. So really succeeding through others and having clear benchmarks on how they succeed is going to be critical in 2023, because I think a lot of organizations are going to have to do more with less. I don't see a whole lot of organizations and different people I coach right now adding to their payroll, right? Adding technologies or systems or cost. I see people cutting back or holding tight. So if we aren't succeeding with the people or systems already in our organization at the highest level, we're leaving opportunity on the table for that. Okay, the 4th and final thing you want to do when thinking about maximizing the year-end checklist is something called a task audit. There's 3 areas. It's passion, money, and just checking the box. If you take time to go through your schedule and you can rank all your activities as passionate, money-making, or just a check the box type exercise, you'll notice that you're spending way too much time on checking the box or functional type tasks. Your goal should be 40% passion, 40% money, and 30% or less in the functional check the box. Always a great exercise to do. I want to remind you that it's something that we can apply in addition to that year-end checklist. So when you're thinking about your year-end checklist, we are in different times today with record-setting 40-year high inflation and rising interest rates and people uncertain about the economy. If we can focus on growing our skills, if we can focus on the long-term play of success is sequential, not sudden, if we can focus on succeeding through the people or systems we already have in place and not around them. In other words, it's okay if they do it 80% as well as you feel you do it. And lastly, if you're being purposeful at tracking where you're spending your time and attempt to stay in the passion and money-making type areas and away from the administrative bogged down tasks, you will have a more successful and purposeful 2023 in both business and life. That I promise you. If you found value in today's episode, please be sure to subscribe so you never miss a lesson to be the leader that you deserve to be. And until next time, lead on.
you.